Good morning. Today is Friday, September the 8th. The time right now in Singapore is 6 minutes past noon. Now, overnight, we have very little activity in equity markets. Basically, there is no major news other than the weekly jobless claims, which saw a reduction in the number of people queuing up for jobless benefits. Now, just to give you a recap here, in the Dow Jones itself, we can see basis the micro E-mini futures, we can see Dow Jones ever since it hit a low at 34,321 has basically been doing very little. In fact, yesterday there was a bit of an uptick. But this morning during electronic trading, there was a move up in a gap up to 34,877. Okay, so not sure what is the reason here, but what's interesting is that the market hit a price range in which previously, if you have remember that I mentioned 34,062 to 34,329 could be an area of buying interest here, and the market hit a low of 34,321, marginally within this bracket of prices, and now we have a bump up in prices to 34,875. So not sure what is the reason for the bump up, but basically it shows the power of pre-identifying areas of demand and supply. So basically right now we have a price range in electronic trading session at 34,875. Let's see what happens tonight. Now, tonight there is no major release of any economic data, so market could actually be quite quiet. And of course, we will have to find out what's the reason for the gap up in electronic session. Now, in the S&P 500, similarly, we see a bump up in prices to currently about 4,506.5. Now, overnight, we can see the market actually dip into this bracket of prices, which I have pre-identified earlier on. If you remember yesterday's update, I did mention 4,414.5 to 4,452.5, and the price dipped into 4,433.25 before we had this gap up this morning in electronic trading. So again, this is the power of pre-identifying areas of demand and areas of supply. So we can see that prices may actually go a bit higher right now to challenge the 4,534.25 and 4,560.75, which is basically a challenge of the high here at 4,547.75. And over in the Nasdaq, we do not have a ideal picture perfect setup here. Prices has actually gone down, but it has managed to recover somewhat to 15,287.75. So this has not come to the ideal price to buy. The area is 14,973.25 to 15,052.5. So let's see whether the Nasdaq will be able to come into this bracket to present a buying opportunity. Okay, and over in Hong Kong, we are seeing prices continue to decay, and the prices coming off the high here, which was at 18,572, and prices has been going down since. And so now this bracket of prices is a very fresh area of supply here. If the market ever go back into this area, this is definitely an area to sell. And prices is fast approaching one or the two layer of demand here at 17,762 to 17,891. So we're getting very close, and let's see if this market can hold at this range. If not, then there's another secondary level at 17,539 to 17,680, which is a challenge of the most recent low that we saw in this month itself. So let's watch out for some kind of movements, okay? And in the Nikkei 225, we are seeing something similar. Market had a high of 33,330 into this bracket of supply here, and he has come down very aggressively after a half-hearted rally late yesterday. We can see prices has gone back into this range of prices at 32,640 to 32,760, and this morning we have a massive markdown in prices, and the nearest supply, the nearest area of support is probably around 31,840 to 31,890 levels. So the way it comes off does look a little bit impulsive. So this could be a start of a continuation of the downtrend that we see from 33,470, and with the potential to take out the 31,230 over time. And over in the dollar itself, you can see dollar remains very well bid, but dollar right now is in the situation in which it is within an area of supply going far back all the way to June. And we can see that the price here has been struggling, and there's a good potential here for the market to come off. The nearest area of support is likely to be somewhere around the 103.98 to as high as 1 0423. Okay, so this area here should provide some kind of support here, or rather intermediate support before the market goes down and tests much lower levels at 102.85, which is I mark here with a horizontal red line. Okay, so this area is actually an area of interest for me. And in the euro versus the dollar, there's a very good chance we may have seen the bottom in the euro versus the dollar. Remember yesterday the market traded to a low of 107.02 and then started to struggle. And I said that there's a good chance the market would dip lower to test the 106.5 levels. And it did not quite go to 106.5, but it managed to go into this area of prices, which now on hindsight, I see that it's an area of pocket of demand here at 106.62 to 106.89. And the low traded last night is 106.86. So this is actually marginally within this bracket of prices. There's a very good chance market may bounce from here onwards. If all turns out the way I think it should, then there's a good chance that it will challenge on 109.5 levels. And in sterling, sterling has not yet come down ideally to the bracket of prices, which I deem to be an interest of buying. Right now, it's a little bit neutral. Market may continue to slide lower to 122.74 to 123.44 before it finds real support. And over in the Aussie is currently flatlining. There's a good chance that after a period of flatlining, it may actually have a one move down to the 0.6270 to 0.6326 level before it stabilizes. Okay, let's see if the market can play out the way it did, because from here onwards, there's a good chance it will rebound to test back the 65 cents level. Dollar yen is looking a little bit weak this morning. High traded overnight is 147.87. I think this near-term support is just near-term. There is a good chance the market will go up again above 147.87 towards the 148.25 to 149.70 levels before we see possibly some kind of intervention by the Bank of Japan. And dollar versus the Canadian is also another good candidate to do counter trend. The high traded overnight is 136.94, and if the market do close below 136.14, that could set the stage for a much bigger decline towards the 135.20 levels to as low as 134.90. So this is possibly a three-wave decline potentially if the market can close below 136.14. And over in energy markets, we can see the energy markets are beginning to come off a little bit. Right now, the market is approaching this immediate area of support here at $85.46 to $86.06. Now, if the market should close below the $85.46, immediately there's a chance that it will go down towards the $82, perhaps even as low as $80.90. So between these two brackets, let's watch out for some kind of movements. Ideally, I want to see a pullback to $82, okay, before the market stabilizes. Over in the gold market, we can see gold market has rebound overnight. Right now, the price high traded this morning is at $1,927.30, and this could actually prompt another decline towards the 1,905 levels to as low as 1,897. So by and large, I do see prices coming back down again towards this level here at 1,906 or 1,905 half levels. And in the silver. Silver has completed this ideal setup here. The market dipped into this bracket of prices at $22.59 to $22.86, which is an area of demand. So the low traded overnight was $22.83 thereabout, and right now we see a bit of a bounce down. This bounce has the potential to go up all the way to retest the $23.48 to $23.60, and I want to see what kind of movements comes after that. But right now, if you are a short-term trader, look for levels to buy, because I think the market low may be already be in place. Okay. And over in Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin is getting to be a little bit interesting. Now, we know that on Wednesday, the market traded to a low of 25,410. And this is over the period of time. There's a very long, very far away support going back all the way to June, I believe, at $25,230 to $25,673. And the market dipped into this level not one time, but three times and managed to hold. And this is possibly what could be the start of the potential corrective rally here, targeting at least, if not this level here at $27,140 to as high as $27,875. So immediate resistance is possibly around these levels. Okay, which forms this bracket here. Hang on. Boy. Now, there's a possibility the market may be hanging here for a while before you try to attempt even higher. So this bracket of prices is actually around this level. Let me be more accurate here. So this low here starts at 27,238. Okay, there about all the way to 27,606 level. So again, watch out for some kind of resistance going to here before the markets have any new direction. So let's see what happens going forward. In the meantime, you take care, and I'll come back to you on Monday. And in the meantime, you take care for the next for a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye. Take care.